right, checking out the front splitter here. We do have a little bit of curb rash on it. See that? Kind of makes its way around. Now you're gonna have a few rock chips here and there. I'm gonna show those better when I flip the car around in the sun. Checking out this fender, we have a tiny rock chip right there. The rest of that fender looks good. Emblem looks amazing. You can see this plastic is nice and clean. Got one little chip right here and a small scuff. The rest of that wheel looks awesome. Side mirror looks good. This A-pillar is nice and clean. These plastics are not dry rotted. Very, very nice. Got the stripes here on the top. Those are vinyl. And then looking at this door, I didn't see any dings or dents. This little section's super clean. I don't see any rock chips there. Door handle looks amazing. Now if you look right here, very, very faint, but there's a couple scuffs. Checking out this wheel. Got a little bit of imperfection here. The rest of that looks great. So we have one little scuff right there. You can see that. JBA exhaust. We'll have the full build on the website. You're gonna have a couple little scuffs on that gloss black vinyl. And then right here we do have a couple gashes there on that bumper. Overall though, this side looks really, really good. Got a chip right here. A couple scuffs on these stripes. The rest of this hood looks good. That A-pillar looks really nice. Scuffs on the vinyl here. So here on the front, checking it out, looking at the edge here for any rock chips. So far that looks perfect. I'm not seeing anything on that edge. Got one right here. You're gonna have a couple peppered throughout this front bumper. All very minor considering the miles. You do have a scuff right here in the vinyl. Got a rock chip there. Overall though, that front looks really, really nice. Got a couple scuffs here. The rest of that fender looks good. Got some imperfections here, potential curb rash and some chipping there. The rest of the wheel though looks good. Actually here on this fender, if you can see that, got a tiny scuff there as well. A little scuff here and there, very minor. Door edge looks good. A couple of spots here that are chipping on the vinyl on the back side. And then if we look right here, there is a scratch. It looks like it starts about right here and ends on the edge. It barely catches my nail. You can see that. That's about it. Overall, this thing is super, super clean. All right, checking out the interior. It is a non-smoker. Now here on the top side of the door, I don't know if that shows up in camera or not, but it has like a little cloudy look to it. But everything down here looks really nice. so possibly some stains from a chemical or something on there. Looking at this kick plate, got a few tiny scuffs, but otherwise really clean. Looking at that bolster, you do have your wrinkles. And then right here, we do have some wear on the piping and a couple little scuffs. This is gonna get repaired, so I wouldn't worry about that. The rest of that seat though looks really good. The steering wheel, you do have a couple white specks every once in a while here. Not sure what that is. Those may or may not come off. The gauges look good. All these buttons look really nice. Got the leather here on the shifter. A couple scuffs here on the console. Otherwise, the interior on this is very clean. Checking out this door panel, you do have the little separation here on the insert, which is super common. And then here on the top side, we do have some imperfections here. It looks a little cloudy on the plastic, like possibly something stained it just a little. That's kind of on that upper section. That lower section looks really good. Kick plate area is nice and clean. You have very little wear here. Got a couple scuffs right there, all very minor. The leather's really nice and soft. Got the Pioneer doubled in. Dash looks good. All these vents work perfect. None of them are broke. This side of the car is really clean. I'm checking out the back seats. They look amazing. Very clean. I'm not seeing any imperfections that stand out.